Hello guys, Cosmic Huskies is back again with another video, and today I'll be ranking the worst to best galar gym leaders from the TCG, of course. So there are basically 8 gym leaders now in the TCG, and now we all have them in the TCJ. So I've been waiting for someone to try and rank them, so I'll try and rank them from the TCG and not the video games, of course. So this will be the TCG, and I did a bit of quick research to remember the gyms, of course. So let's get into it. And of course, I played both Sword and Shield and the DLCs as well. So let's begin. So the worst galar gym leader player in the TCG is Alistair. Now, Alistair is the Stow-on-Side gym leader on Pokemon Shield, which is, of course, a ghost type gym. And he's just like a little boy wearing a mask. And of course, one of his rare league cards shows his face and is revealed. So anyway, this card lets you draw 3 cards. If you drew any cards in this way, discard up to 3 cards from your hand, you must discard at least 1 card. So basically, this lets you draw 3 cards and then lets you discard more cards in this way. Of course, you can use it in like Mad Party, which could be useful. But I think that's why it's the worst. Of course, we had many other draw cards, like we had Hop, which lets you draw 3, basically. Sharon, which lets you draw 3. Tiana lets you draw 3. And Hal lets you draw 3 as well. And of course, we have Avery, which lets you draw 3 cards and discards one of your opponent's bench Pokemon in this way. So, yeah, so that's why he's the worst gym leader to play, of course. And we had cards like TB Reporter, which lets you draw 3 cards and lets you discard a card or an energy. And Bill's Maintenance, which lets you shuffle a card back into your hand and draw 3 cards. And that's kind of it. So that's why he's the worst galar gym leader to play in the TCG. So anyway, the second worst, in at number 7, we have Milo. Now, of course, Milo is the Turf First gym leader of Turf Field, and he's a grass type gym leader because it lets you discard up to 2 cards from your hand and draw 2 cards for each card you discard in this way. So basically, lets you discard 2 cards from your hand and draw 2 cards. If you discard 1, you basically draw 2. If you discard 2, you get 4 cards. So you have to think how to play Milo when you're using him. Of course, we had Sarpocles, which lets you discard up to 2 cards and lets you draw 4 cards in that way. And we had Cynthia and Caitlin, which lets you discard a supporter and brings back one of your supporters in the game and lets you draw 3 cards. And we have Professor's Research, which lets you discard your hand and draw 7 cards, which has seen a huge amount of play. And of course, we have we had Lily, which lets you draw cards until you have 6 cards in your hand, and if it's your first turn, you can get 8 cards. And of course, we have Karina's Focus, which lets you draw cards until you have 6. Same thing with Bianca. And that's why he's at number 7, of course. In at number 6, we have the other Stow-on-Side gym leader from Pokemon Shield, and that is Sword. That is B. Now, B was the Fighting Type gym leader on Stow-on-Side, and this card lets you discard the top 5 cards of your deck and attach any energy cards from your you discard in this way to your bench fighting Pokemon in any way you like. So this can be a bit useful for accelerating energy. Of course, we had Sage's Training and Hapu. And we had Morgan, which lets you discard Dana, Evelyn, and Nita. Just to get, and lets you look at the top 12 cards of your deck and lets you attach any energy to your Pokemon. And of course, Hapu lets you choose which card which 2 cards do, and discards the other 4. And of course, say this training lets you do the same thing similar to Hapu. And of course, we had Delinquent, which lets you discard a stadium and lets your opponent discard 3 cards, which was seen a huge amount of play until it got banned, Delinquent. And that's why she is at number 6. So you have to think about how you play B. In at number 5, we have the Bolonona gym leader, and that being Opal. And of course, Bede was also the new gym leader after she makes him a new gym leader. Because Opal says, flip 2 coins. Search your deck for a number of cards up to the number of heads. Put them into your hand and shuffle your deck. So this kind of like helps you get whatever cards you have. Of course, we previously had Timer Ball, which lets you flip 2 coins and lets you search your deck for 2 evolution cards and revealing them. And of course, we had many things that can let you search your deck. Of course, we have Quick Ball, and we had Great Ball, and we had Ultra Ball, which were seen a bunch of play, as well as we had like Dana, which lets you search your deck for up to 2 cards and shuffle into the deck, only for stage 2. And of course, we had Rosa, which lets you search your deck if any of your Pokemon were knocked out for like a trainer, a Pokemon, and an energy. Which, of course, gets more cards into your game. So that's why she is at number 5 as well. In at number 5, so we have Piers, of course, Marnie's older brother from Spikemuth. And Pierce is still being seen a bunch of play in dark decks because it says, search your deck for an energy card and a dark Pokemon, reveal them and put them into your hand, then shuffle your deck. Of course, there are 2 versions of Pierce. There's the full art version, the rainbow version, and the Shining Fates version, of course. And he's the Spike gym leader, uses dark Pokemon. Of course, I played Piers a lot in the online TCG and of course I opened the Spikemuth pin one if you want to check that out, where you get like the pin and a promo of Obstagoon, because we had many others that lets you search your deck for energy cards and Pokemon. And we had like Jasmine, which lets you search your deck for a steel type Pokemon and then lets you shuffle your deck. If you go second and it's your first turn, you can search for 5 steel type Pokemon and put them into your hand. And of course we have Quick Ball. And of course we had Giant Hearth and Turf Field Stadium, and the new one which lets you get evolution grass type Pokemon or fire energy into your hand. And of course we had Viridian Forest, which lets you discard an energy card to search your deck for an energy and put it into your hand. And of course we had Misty's Favor, which lets you, of course, search your deck for 3 support cards. And of course we had Bull Guy, which lets you search your deck for 3 cards with the name Bull on it. And of course we had Apricorn Maker, which lets you search your deck for up to 2 Bull cards, which can be very useful. So Piers is a bit of a useful Spike gym leader, so that's why he's at number 5. In at number 6, we have Kaboo. Now, of course, Kaboo is the Motor Stoke gym leader and of course the third gym, because he is going to be rotating out next year, because it says shuffle your hand into your deck, then draw 4 cards. If your active Pokemon is your only Pokemon in play, draw 8 cards instead. So it's a bit of a tricky way to how you play Kaboo. Of course, we have a similar one, which of course that being Bruno, which is a single strike support, which lets you shuffle your hand into your deck and draw 4 cards. If any of your Pokemon want knocked out, you get 7 cards instead. So apparently Bruno will be played more rather than Kaboo a bit. And of course, he's the fire type gym leader. And of course, we had like Cynthia, which lets you shuffle your hand into your deck and draw 6 cards. Shauna, which lets you shuffle your hand into your deck and draw 5. Judge lets you shuffle. Each player must shuffle and draw 4 cards. Reset Stance lets you shuffle your hand and draw as many prize cards you have. And we had N, which was seen a huge amount of play because he was really good in the TCG, which lets you just the same thing for prize. And of course, we still have Marnie, which shuffles your hand and puts them under, and then you draw 5 and your opponent draws 4. And of course, we have the new Thieful with the similar ability to Marnie. And that is why he is at number 6. In at number 7, we have Gordy, and of course, who is the Sidechester gym leader from Pokemon Sword. And he's the rock side gym leader, and he lets you, it says, look at the top 7 cards of your deck. You may reveal any number of energy cards you find there and put them into your hand. Shuffle the other cards back into your deck. So this lets you like get more energy into your game. And if you want to kind of like play the expanded, I recommend using Welder as well, which lets you attach 2 energy and draw 3 cards. And of course, we had like Kiawe, which lets you set your deck for 4 fire energy cards and attach them to one of your Pokemon, and then shuffle your decks, which lets you, and your turn ends. So this can kind of like help you get more energy into your game, of course, depending how you play Gordy. Though he might be a bit interesting to play depending how you play him, of course. So that is why he is at number 7. Now into the top 3 now. In at number 3, we have Nessa. Now, of course, Nessa is the Holbury gym leader, which was seeing a huge amount of play. Of course, water is still being played a lot, and she'll be rotating out next year because it says put up to 4 in any combination of water Pokemon and water energy cards from your discard pile into your hand. Of course, we had like Ordinary Watch, which lets you do both. Lets you shuffle 2 Pokemon and 2 energy cards back into your deck. And we had like Brock's Grit, which lets you shuffle any combination of any Pokemon and energy back into your deck, which I liked playing Brock's Grit a lot in the online TCG. And of course, we have Clara, which is similar to Ordinary Rod, lets you pick up 2 Pokemon and 2 energy back into your hand. And of course, we had Karen, which lets you shuffle, which both your opponents shuffles all Pokemon and energy back into your deck. And of course, we had Lysander's Trump card, which was good until it was banned, which lets you shuffle all cards back into your hand except from your discard pile into your deck, except Lysander's Trump card. And of course, it is still a banned card to play. So I recommend for those who want to play water type Pokemon, you might need Nessa or Clara for the job. So that's why she's at number 3. In at number 2, we have Raihan. Now, of course, Raihan is the Hammerlock gym leader and, of course, the last gym. And this card is going to be seeing a bunch of play because it says You could play this card only if any of your Pokemon were knocked out during your opponent's last turn. Attach a basic energy card from your discard pile to one of your Pokemon. If you do, search your deck for a card and put it into your hand, then shuffle your deck. So Raihan is kind of like replaced with Rosa. So this can like help you attach energy to your Pokemon. Of course, like I said, we had Welder, which lets you attach energy, and Kiawe. And of course, we had the Magnezone ability, the Frostmoth ability, which lets you attach energy to your Pokemon. Same with Chirim, which can be useful in some decks. And of course, we had Rillaboom with the ability, which lets you search your deck, which lets you attach 2 Grass-type energy to your Pokemon, and can help you accelerate for the game. And of course, you can still get energy back into your game, like you can use Clara, Nessa, or Energy Recycler, which can be useful. Or we had like Captaceous Bucket, which lets you search your deck for 2 energy cards and put them into your hand. So that is why he is at number 2. In at number 1, the best Galar gym leader in the TCG is Melanie, the Side-Chester gym leader on Pokemon Shield. And this card is seen a huge amount of play because it says, attach a water energy card from your discard pile to one of your Pokemon V. If you do, draw 3 cards. So this kind of like lets you attach energy from discard pile to one of your V Pokemon, depending how you play, either in active or bench, because this card will be seen a huge amount of play, of course. So some people really like Melanie, and of course we have the Melanie card sleeves, which were very good, which are very nice. And yeah, we have other ones as well. We had Piers and a deck box as well. So I recommend using Melanie in the game. So there you go. That was the worst to best Galar Gym Leaders TCG ranking. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments down below what's your favourite Galar Gym Leader and what decks you're playing at the moment. If you're new to this channel, leave a like, subscribe, and check me out on Instagram. And stay tuned next time for more videos. Take care.